my own beloved family, about girls going to school, staying in school, and moving up. Otherwise, how are we going to see them in the boardrooms? How are they going to do it? So we need to pay attention to the people behind us. We need to pay attention to supporting them, to encouraging them, and facilitating their movement to as far as they want to go or are capable of going. And we know they are capable. Those of us who have taught, we know the capabilities of those girls. They can. Yes, they can. But then we also know that monthly menstruation can sometimes become a barrier. We all know that. And if out of every 12 weeks in a term, that girl must miss 3 weeks, that's what, 25% of the time goes. How does she perform well? Why are we surprised that we don't see them as we move up? These are interventions that we need to do. And I remember, after all, it's a very natural functioning body. Why should we apologize for it, and why should that stop us from also contributing to the society of which we form part? So I remember in our previous government, when we turned building secondary schools into a whole project to include new schools, expanding old ones, doing quality improvements, tracking the technical schools up to technical universities and all of that, and recognizing that, in fact, if you look at the data in the technical schools and women, you'll be shocked at what you find. So what accounts for this? There are many reasons, but you pick one and you need to deal with it. We saw the retention of girls after a certain age. You go to class 1, they're all there. By class 5 classes, it's not too bad. Now go to JHS. And also look at the attendance book. There are many things you will see. So what did we do? We turned this into a project, gave scholarships to 10,400 people, and we said the majority should be girls, because we thought we would build them up from that level. And that the money to be given them, and some of them were very from households, where even the school shoes can be a reason why the person is not going to school, or the uniform, or the supplies. I believe we know some of these things. So how about girls? Add a little bit of money so they can take care of themselves during this period and they don't have to leave schools. You all remember the press conferences, don't you? You don't remember them? Remember the press conferences. You remember the ridicule. You remember the insults on our daughters, because the NDC has seen the wisdom in coming to the aid of our daughters who would otherwise miss a whole week out of every month. Where were all of us? Many of us could have spoken in the interest of our daughters. So you see, going forward, if we want to support women, these are all things we need to be vocal about. Because if they also don't get into this room, if they also don't go up, then what are we talking about? And I think that was one time that I didn't know that too many people didn't respect a lot of our girls. But anyway, they say it is over. But our plans to open doors for girls include that. Look at their needs. Meet them in the moment and time of need. And you can remove the barriers so they can also continue. You see, sometimes because we can do certain things for our daughters, we assume everybody can. But that is not necessarily the case. So our plans to empower girls remain on course. We will target specific things that are stopping them. And I believe we can count on everybody's support to remove those barriers so they can move on.